drunk from New York City, went to Akron, Ohio to participate in this hostile takeover of this company, and went very badly, and he didn't have enough money to get home, and he realized that if he didn't hook up with another drunk, he was going to drink, right? That's a great story. It's a wonderful, wonderful story. He actually went into the little cocktail lounge of this hotel that still exists in Akron, Ohio, and cashed $1 and started making phone calls looking, in 1935, looking for a drunk he could talk to, right? Hi, I'm from New York, and do you know anybody who's a dipsomaniac, right? And he made 10 calls before he got through to this guy. And this guy has a local connection. Robert Holbrook Smith, the co-founder of AA, actually flunked out of University of Michigan Medical School. He's my defining alcoholic. There's a line, his fraternity brothers called his dad and said, please come get him, your son is drinking too much. Which, though it wasn't on the slides, is diagnostic. If your fraternity brothers call your dad and say you've been drinking too much, you're an alcoholic. And he was actually a rectal surgeon. He was a proctologist. Think about that. Bad alcoholic. And so Wilson arranged to meet him, and the first day they agreed to meet, he was too drunk to go. And the next day they met, and Dr. Bob said, I'll give him 15 minutes. And they talked for 6 hours, right? And that was the beginning. That was the kernel of Alcoholics Anonymous. And it's interesting. Bill Wilson got sober 6 months before, and the commemorative date celebrating the anniversary of AA, the founding of AA, doesn't date to Bill Wilson, although he was very important. It dates to the two guys, to one alcoholic helping another alcoholic. And I will tell you, I've seen little micro versions of that at the farm over many, many years, where you get somebody at the farm who's got 2 weeks of sobriety, and they think their head is going to explode. And they say, I just don't think I can do this. And I say, well, would you go, we just admitted this guy. Would you be willing to go and just take 15, 20 minutes and talk to this new kid about what life's like on the farm before you leave? And 20 minutes later, they come back and they say, they're like, their eyes are bright, and they're like, that was great, right? And invariably, you see that, you know, and it harkens back. I should tell the Lois Wilson story. Bill Wilson personally had a spiritual experience. It was probably the belladonna he was on, but he was in a hospital and the room filled up with light, and he saw God, and he had this experience, and he never drank again. And he became kind of an evangelist, and he went out and literally caught drunks on the street and brought them home. And his poor wife, who had put up with this guy